It's Thanksgiving Day and I'm a procrastinator, so of course let's make some sweet potato casserole. Yum! I've had recipes where you leave the skin on and boil it. I'm just taking the skin off because I think it's going to be easier for me, and then I'm going to cut these into little pieces, so I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to cut it in half. Oh my goodness, these things are thick. And then I'm going to cut these into slices. And then I'm going to turn them on their side, cut them like this, and then do little cubes. Sorry, it's loud. For the whole thing. Okay, I cut it into relatively the same size, and okay, maybe not, but into chunks. And now I covered it with water, and I'm going to boil it until they are fork tender. Okay, they're pretty soft, and so I drained them, and then I threw some butter back in the pan, and now I turned the heat off. I'm just gonna throw those in and let them sit with the butter with the lid on for about 10-15 minutes, or until the butter's melted. Now I'm going to mash up the sweet potatoes with my little pastry cutter, or you could put it in a KitchenAid with the whisk attachment and do it that way, but I'm gonna try it this way. Okay, that's all mashed up and looking delicious. Okay, to the sweet potatoes, you're gonna add half a cup of brown sugar, teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, and about a teaspoon and a half of vanilla, and you're just gonna mix that all together. In my other bowl, I've got 2 eggs and about 2 tablespoons of milk, but you could use heavy cream or whatever you have. I'm just gonna mix that together and then add it into the sweet potato mixture. I also added in 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, because why not? Okay, now I'm gonna add in those eggs and that milk and just stir it all together. And I'm also going to add in about 1/4 cup, maybe half a cup of coconut flour. You could use almond flour or all-purpose flour, whatever. You just want something to bind it together. So we're gonna start off with 1/4 and see how it goes. Okay, 1/4 cup was definitely enough, so now I'm just gonna plop all this in there. I'm gonna do it off screen. Okay, I can't have pecans, so I'm gonna do mine a little bit differently. I've got a big old bag of sourdough hard pretzels that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna throw them in my blender, crush them up, and throw in some almonds as well, and do like an almond pretzel topping. We'll see how it goes. Okay, it worked pretty well, so I'm just gonna sprinkle it over the top of there. Well, it looks pretty good. And we got some mini marshmallows. I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top of there as well. Oopsies. That looks pretty perfect. I'm gonna throw it in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes or so. Okay, I baked it for about 20 minutes on 350, and this looks perfect. So I wrapped it up, and we're gonna go off to Thanksgiving and see how people like it. Here with my kitty cat. It was a hit. It was super good. We all really liked it. And I would definitely do more of the pretzels on there, and maybe some more almonds and cinnamon and stuff, but overall it was very, very good and super easy, so just use whatever you have. I really like the pretzels on it, so we loved it, and we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and have a good night. Bye.